everyone, this is Ramona coming back at you. Okay, well this video is just about me rambling on about stuff, okay, that's been going on in my life lately, things that I've been experiencing. So things are going to be like pretty much laid back, and I'm just going to be me for a while. You know what? Like, I don't know, for maybe about a year now, like when I first started making these videos, everything was completely laid back. I was more myself. I was goofy, I was silly, I was sometimes serious, depending on the message I was giving, you know, just in a happier place, like in a lighter place. I'm basically pretty happy, you know. I think like last year, because I was just such on a mission with everything, so I was just like really anal, like everything was just like robotic guidelines, and so like when I was making my videos, that kind of came through. So I don't know, like maybe I've changed. Maybe I've changed through the year. I don't know, last year. So we'll see how it happens, because I'm not super. I used to be like insanely goofy. Oh my god. But I don't know, I'm like less and less goofy, and I'm just getting older. I don't know, but which leads me. First, I want to say about my hair. If you notice that my hair is not in the regular ponytail, I have been neglecting my hair. I mean, I do it every day, but I'm like pulling and brushing it, because like when I put my hair in a ponytail, I don't like it looking all funky. Everything has to be slicked back, and it has to be in a certain way, and so that means a lot of pulling on my hair, and a lot of hairspray, and believe it or not, even though it's like in a ponytail, I spend time on my hair doing making it look like the way it does. So my hair is going to be out for a very long time until I can get some health back in here and start my vitamins and everything that I used to do before. I'm going to start doing again, because like I feel like my hair is a little thinner. Like I tried to straighten my hair a couple of days ago, and I'm like, oh my god, my hair is so thin. That's not healthy. Like you can't really tell if your hair's thin when it's super curly. So, I don't know. I'm just going to keep my hair out for a while. I don't know. It makes me look a little older, but it's still wet. And plus, I don't like hair on my face, really. So, I'm probably going to be wearing a lot of these. Oh, my God. Okay. Now, sometimes you might see these things in my hands. It's a throwaway blue... blue cigs. Yeah, I call them. Can I have a menthol blue? It's an e-cigarette, an electronic cigarette. Okay, and it's got water mint flavored water in it, and I don't know, technology today, man. But I'm gonna tell you, like, I used to be like, I'm not gonna go on and on about me being a smoker and everything, but I just want. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I'm gonna have to get used to not putting my hair off to the side like that, because I'm used to like the other style. Okay, but I used to be like a 2-pack a day smoker, and that was like a thing that I conquered last year. Okay. But, and on February 14th, I didn't report it, but 1 year, smoke-free, non-smoker, yay! So, yeah, I'm really proud of myself about that, and, but I'm going to tell you, there are times when I just need a cigarette. I don't know what it is. I've actually heard people say that, like, even like after the first year, you start wanting to smoke again. I don't know if there's any truth in that, but I've been really wanting to have a cigarette, and I'm not gonna, because my hate for cigarettes now is so strong. It really is. And if you watch my last video where you know, I talked about how I replace one habit after the next. Like I get embarrassed about one weird addiction that I have, and then when I'm busted for it, I kind of leave that behind so I don't look stupid. And then I go on to a next habit, and it's nothing planned, it's just something that I do. Don't ask me. But, like, seeing me such a bad smoker, like 2 packs a day, man, that's really nasty. And then for me to just, I was busted on that, you know, I was feeling humiliated on it, kind of like really being looked upon as having no control, whatever. Like, that's embarrassing and humiliating. So, like, now when I left it behind, I'm just like, it turns me off so bad. When I get into the elevators and I see people dressed to the nines, you know, looking really, really good, but they smell nasty, like cigarettes. And then they'll have like this, like, nice perfume. You can tell it's expensive perfume on, plus cigarettes. It's just disgusting. And everywhere I go, man, like, so many smokers. You get in the elevators with them, or you just walk by them, or I don't know. I don't like it. But, like, I do feel like I crave, like, that cigarette kind of thing going on. When I'm in the bathroom, I'm like, watch this. Feels nice. And that's all I need. It's not going to give me cancer. It's not going to dirty my clothes up. And it's just going to give me a satisfaction of seeing smoke. Even though it's water vapors, it just gives me a satisfaction. And then huffing. And I think, like, breathing techniques, too. I think that that's, like, part of it. Like, if I were to sit down and just relax. Breathe it out. Let it go. Let it loose. Let it go. Like, if I can probably do that, too. But just having something in my mouth, just breathing it in, like, and letting go. Feels so nice, so nice. But, okay. I wanted to tell you a story about something that happened to me. I just got my eyebrows done. Yes, because they were looking really wonky. I was trying to do them, myself for like a while. I don't know, like a month or something. I don't know. And I'll tell you why. And I don't like to admit that people get under my skin. You know what I mean? But they do sometimes. And there's this place that I go. I don't go to a salon. And not that there's anything wrong with getting your nails done, your hair done, and blah 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 done. But it's just not, that's just not me. But something about my eyebrows, if I see funkified eyebrows, I just don't like it. I don't like it. It just looks unclean. Messes you up. Anyway, so there's this place that I go to. It's a salon right down the street. It's like 5 minutes if you walk fast. Between 5 and 10 minutes down the street, depending how fast I walk. And I go there every 2 weeks to get my eyebrows done. You know, because most people, they say, well, all you really have to do, you go once a month, and then you keep it clean. You clean it up yourself by plucking it. I don't like doing all that. No, I used to, cause before I used to go to the salon, I used to do pluck my own eyebrows, and I did a really good job at them. But then all of a sudden, something happened. I was just being funky with. I was like, you know what? I better go to a professional and have them done there before I have no eyebrows left. So, and that's when I started going to the salon. But anyway, this is a salon where it's here and there. If you go there, believe me, it's not a place to relax. This is a place where you need some beautified and up really ASAP and get you in there, get the job done, and get out. It's not a place where, like a regular salon, where you're trying to treat yourself, to relax, and trying to. That's not the kind of salon this place is. It's supposed to be, but it really isn't. They want you in and out, get the job done, you know. And I'm fine with it because I don't go there to get my feet done or anything like that. And plus, I watch them do their feet, and I'm like, that doesn't look relaxing to me. They don't even massage your foot or nothing. It's just like, they're just like, clean it, nails, okay, out. I would, if I were to ever go there for something relaxing, be somewhere else. This is the first salon that I've ever attempted to go to, and I've just stayed there for like a year. And there's two people who do the eyebrows. There's the older woman and a younger woman. The older woman, she can do eyebrows for crap. One is either shorter than the other one, or it's just uneven. It's just a mess. The other woman, the younger woman, she does an amazing job. Oh my God. And we always get along on good terms. When I do that kind of stuff, I don't want to sit there and chit chat with anybody. I like friendly. Be friendly with me, please. But as far as like, no, just do my eyebrows and let's get it on. Like, but get me out of there. Sorry, I'm sitting on this chair. Okay, so, alright, so this is where the drama came in, okay, so, I don't know, maybe I was in the mood one day, but I had my son with me, and it's like I said, in and out, I wasn't, so I didn't mind having him there with me, running some errands, and, there was a woman in front of me, she was getting her nails done with a guy, right? So there's two separate lines. There's a line for the eyebrows. There's lines for everything. I was in the line for the eyebrows. She was actually getting her nails done. The woman who does the eyebrows was in the room with another client. She had came out just when the woman who was with the man get her nails done, he was finishing up with her, right? So she comes out, the eyebrow lady comes out, and she takes her. And I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to make a scene, I'm not going to say anything, but, no, wait a minute. I said, I'm not going to make a scene, but I did say out loud, I go like this, I'm like, well, somebody just gave up their tip. Somebody lost out on their tip. I said that out loud. And the guy who does the manicurist, right, he started laughing, and he was like, he had said something to, and I'm not being disrespectful, but he had said something to the eyebrow woman in Mandarin. And then she got upset. She was like, well, I don't understand what she was saying, but she was upset about it. And I'm like, Because you know what? Because every time I go see her, like I said, I've been going there for about over a year, about 2 years or something like that. And every time I tip very generously, very generous. I like to treat my people who are trying to do for me. I treat them good because you tip them well, they will guarantee you a good job. You don't tip them at all, or you give them a 50-cent crappy tip, they're gonna be like, whatever. You know what I mean? Even though you're paying for the service, they're like that. They're bougie, but you just have to honor it. That's how it goes. But you get what you pay for. That's how it. Sometimes it's unfair. It's $10 to get your eyebrows done. I give a $2 tip. That's pretty generous, very generous, and I always give $2 tips. It never fails. Okay. But then one time, so when she was very pleasant with me in the room, like after she was upset and stuff like that. But I stood by with what I said. She did a good job of my eyebrows as usual. She was very pleasant with me. So I don't know. What do you guys think? But she did take somebody in front of me, and who wasn't even in the eyebrow line. She bumped me for something else, and I'm thinking, does this woman tip better? What? Why would she do that? Maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe she didn't know. I don't know. But that day I was just like, you know what? Go ahead, put me on the back burner, but you lost your $2 tip. And so after the service was done, I didn't tip her. And so that was the last time, that was the last time that I had seen her. She went on maternity leave because she was pregnant, so she went away for a while. I don't know, a couple months, and then she came back. And so just a couple of days ago, she was the one who did my eyebrows. Oh my God, she did my eyebrows so fast. It was like marathon, zip, 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 zip. And I don't, you know what? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I hope that she doesn't, like, rip my eyebrows off. I'm not joking. That's how she was just like, and then she was like taking the tweezers, trying to marathon. And then when it was all done, the door opened, I left out, she came out behind me, and even her coworker said, she was like, oh, that was fast. And she was like, like that. I was like, oh, really? Okay. I was like, so apparently she's still pissed off about her $2 goddamn tip. But you know what? She did a good job with my eyebrows. It came out really, really good. I tipped her again. No big deal. But that's kind of bougie. That is kind of bougie. And you know what? The sad thing is that even though it's really convenient, I think that she does a really good job. You know, I'm going to go and look somewhere else to get my eyebrows done. And that's unfortunate, because you know what? I didn't do the math. Okay? I didn't do the math. But I'm going to do the math right now. 4, 5, 6. Okay, bam. Just did the math. She just lost a $264 a year client. You see? She just lost $264. If I pay $22 a month times 12, that's $264 that she just lost. And if she can afford that, so be it. But you know, if she has like a bougie attitude with me, then she's gonna have a bougie attitude with. She might have. I don't think so. I don't know. I just think it was probably like a misunderstanding in that case, because she always seems really nice, but she's just that type of person. She doesn't let things go. But apparently it's spoiled with me, because she doesn't let things go. I don't let things go. It's time to move on. But yeah, I did get my brows done. I don't know. I don't even know. But, and also I was saying, like, for a while I was just trying to do my own eyebrows, because I was like, I don't really want to go back to that salon. I feel uncomfortable, and then I have to go and pick out another salon, which I don't know. All the other salons that are around here, there's one that's down the street, but I don't like going there. It's a very, very small salon. It looks like an apartment was there. At one time was an apartment. I don't want to go in there, you know. And then they like to bicker. You know, like you go into that's the one thing I don't like about going into salons too, because you know that they sit there and talk. That's like a running joke. It's a running joke that, you know, people who speak another language than you and they know that you don't speak it, they'll talk a lot of dirty shit about you in your face, and you don't even know it. But I know. But what can I do? I don't know what the fuck they're saying, so whatever. If they don't have the balls to say it in English, then I can dismiss it. Whatever. You don't even have the balls to say it to me in English. Say it to me in English so I can understand and see. Let's show down. Okay. So yeah. I don't know. So I'm thinking maybe I should go to Jamaica Plain. There's a salon up there. I don't know how much they charge to get my brows done. It's probably the same price, yeah. But I hope it's not like $12, because then I have to pay $14. I don't want to do that, you know. But most places they're like super cheap. I went on and on about that. So, yeah. I was just thinking, yesterday I had to bring my son. My son is off. He didn't go to school today because he has like a sleeping disorder. So there's times when he stays up for over a day. Because sometimes he'll stay up for 24 hours plus. And that's one of his times. And then yesterday I had to take him to the dentist, and because I thought he had a cavity. And because I thought he was biting his cheeks a lot, and it's, you know, but then I gave him a cookie, And then he was like, oh, my tooth. So if I go like this, I'm like, oh no, that's not you biting your cheek. That's you have a cavity. I'm like, okay, so next day, which was yesterday, I took him to the dentist. And so everything was good. It wasn't that he had a cavity. Yay! It's not that he had a cavity. It's just that he, a tooth is coming out. One of the big mama tooth, papa tooths in his case. It's one of the big papa tooths. So it really hurts. And plus he's autistic. So, you know, their experiences are like magnified times 10. And that's what I'm going to complain about is that. So he tried to explain that to me, and he's going on and on and on about, like, with autism, you know, they experience things tenfold, and, you know, things are just more magnified. What we think is, like, so kind of annoying, they look at it like mind overload, like sensory overload. And he's I'm like, yes, I understand. You know, it just, like... It's so annoying when I'm like, I had this child for 9 years. 9 years. Don't you think that he's gone? And by the way, he was counting with Nicholas and everything. Nicholas was counting along with him and stuff like that. So he's showing his intelligence. He's showing the fact that, you know, this child has been worked on a lot, and I'm the one who advocates for that. And he goes to see specialists. He goes to see okay. I'm like, don't you think that I know what that is? Like, he's explaining to me, like I just adopted this child yesterday and I have no idea what autism is. So damn annoying. He's like, yeah. I'm like, fuck off. Just a little annoying. I don't know. Man, I don't know. There's something about me and doctors. I don't like them. I don't like dentists. I don't like doctors. Just know-it-alls. Know-it-alls. And half the time, you know what, I sometimes I think I go in there, I'm like, I know more than you do, it seems, with the helpful thingamajig called the internet. You know, some people, they know more or just as much as the doctors do. Why go to the doctors? When you have a cold or a virus, what are they going to say? What are they going to say? They're going to say, get plenty of rest, drink plenty of fluids, have a cup of orange juice for or, you know, a little vitamin C, and a little bit of energy, and take a couple of aspirins and call me in the morning. You know what I mean? So retarded. I don't know. Okay, so, like, what else can I talk about? Oh, I was just thinking this when I was in the bathroom. Like, do you guys ever do this, or am I just unique? And I know that I'm not that unique. I'm sure you guys do this too. I'm trying. Okay, so, when you're, like, bored and you're, like, walking around, right? Like, walking around cleaning and stuff like that. Do you think of, like, scenarios that could possibly happen, and then you play that scenario out with, like, other people in your mind? Okay, like, let me give you an example. I was thinking, like, what if I was on the bus or anywhere where I'm overhearing a couple of friends talking about, one friend is divulging something that's really important, and she's asking her friend for some advice, but then you hear the advice that the other friend's giving her, and it's super crappy advice, and then you're like, I wonder if I came across that, like, would I, like, intercede, like, you know, hey, you know, and, like, try to give some advice to that person? And then I'm like, what if that person, like, turned around and said something completely rude, like, excuse me, did anybody invite you into this conversation? And then I would think of, like, something really clever, like a comeback. Like, oh, sorry, I heard that you were giving her some really crappy advice, so I thought that I would help out. That wasn't very, like, clever comeback, but, you know, like, come up with, like a super awesome comeback, And then when you like think about the super awesome comeback, like yeah, that's what I would say, and it makes you feel good, and you start laughing. Like while you're doing that, like while you're walking around in your head, like you're thinking about this kind of stuff. Do you do that, or is that just me? Okay. So like another thing that I wanted to talk about is okay, like when I was in a relationship, right? Why is it when you're in a relationship you feel super confident, okay, and more sexy, like you feel sexier, you feel like more confident in yourself and more beautiful? I mean, because the person's like, well, in my case, the person is constantly always telling me, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so pretty today, oh, I like that, oh, check you out, mama. Like it makes you feel good, and you know, kind of get used to it to the point where you don't acknowledge it, but I think like it seeps in, you know. And then like I don't know, so like when you're walking around and stuff like that, and you're talking to other people, you might, you know, I don't know, you come off as sexier because like you feel sexy because your girlfriend or your boyfriend is telling you that you're sexy all the time. You know what I mean? So you take that into the real world, so you seem more confident and like sexy, like hi, and like flirtatious. Like, hi, what? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, you want to, okay. What? Oh my god, you made the awesomest, like, this is a really excellent cup of coffee. Thank you. What? Oh, no. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I used to be all the time. Not on purpose, but I just felt like, because, you know, I felt pretty beautiful, you know, like, so it kind of changes how you carry yourself. Like, I used to be such a flirt, like, not all the time, and I didn't even notice that I was doing it, but, so, like, now that I don't constantly have somebody tell me how beautiful I am and making me feel, like, sexy, you know, so I think that now I carry myself as not thinking I'm sexy, and I'm not thinking the opposite, like, oh, I'm ugly, and, you know, no, I'm not doing that, but it just seems like you react in a different, you act differently that's not sexy and not flirty, and I noticed that, like, I act like, really goofy. I'll have a goofy face on goofy look on my face, or like, like just a smile on my face that's just like wholesome and sometimes goofy. Like when I'm walking down the street and I see like my neighbors, I'm like, oh my god, it's stupid, right? Because you're just sincerely happy to see your neighbors, or just happy in general, and you just want to give that off to other people, but you're not really focusing on like what you're like the superficial part of yourself. Like, ooh, I look really sexy today. Oh my god, like you walk down the street and you check out yourself in the reflection in the mirror and stuff like that, and you're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, I don't really do that anymore because it's not on my mind. And so instead of like looking, what's that? It's more like, oh, hi Elizabeth, how are you? Oh my god. So I was looking in the mirror. Just to see her, like, oh, this is how I smile when I'm out in public. Just listen to him. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Or I make stupid things with my lips like this. Look, it's stupid. Like, no wonder nobody is like checking me out, because I'm not like portraying that. I'm not giving out that come hither look anymore. You know what I mean? Because like when you're super like thinking, when you're always constantly that you're super sexy, like then people are attracted more to you. If on days like you're like, oh my god, I'm such a friendly person, how come people don't smile at me and stuff like that? Yeah, because you look like a damn fool. Like, cause you're probably looking like all stupid, like goofy, like. I don't know. Because I'm goofy. Half of me is goofy. Half the time I'm sexy. Half the time I'm just different things. And I need to learn how to be more like sophisticated girl. So it's a little serious, but not too serious. That's not me either. Okay. I also like wanted to start doing things like singing and stuff like on here, but I tried to record a few times with me singing. Oh my god, I sound so horrible because of my crappy camera, and blessed be that I have a camera, because you know, like, you always like, you know how like sometimes when you like thumbs down your stuff and then it breaks, it falls apart. Don't want to do that. So I love my camera. I love it. Okay, so, but I definitely need a new sound system, because apparently I sound really like tinny and high pitched. I don't think I sound like that. People have said, I've gotten people say that number one, I either sound like the nanny. I sound like in real life. I either sound like the nanny. Hey, Mr. Sheffield. You know, because sometimes I sound super nasally, like, Mr. Sheffield, Mr. Sheffield, oh my god, Mr. Sheffield, are you really gonna marry me? Or I sound like Jennifer Tilly, like when I'm not being super goofy, you know, I sound like, you know, Jennifer Tilly. Look it up and you tell me if I sound like Jennifer Tilly. Oh my god. She's like a sophisticated version of the nanny. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm going to wrap this up. 32 minutes of me just babbling about my day. I wonder, because I was like, oh, I can talk about this. This is because I was thinking about what can I talk to you guys about. Stuff is randomly happening in my life. Okay, here's another thing that I wanted to mention, because like I think I did like a whole other video about this, but just I was like, I didn't feel like posting it. But because I talk a lot about my weight and stuff like that. But I was just like thinking, I was like, you know what? I think like every portion, I think with every portion of your life, there's a learning phase. You know, on my spiritual path, is a part of that is learning about yourself too, like where you're at, where you're thinking, connecting to yourself, connecting to your thoughts, connecting to your feelings, how you want to be, and there's like certain learning aspects that you have to learn, and you keep learning that until you learn whatever it is, and then you go on to the next. And some people, they're like, oh, this is the year of me learning how to be organized. I can really feel that, because see, connecting, because the universe always has something for you to learn, right? So I just, I was thinking, like the other video that I did, where I was just like, when something needs to be done, I handle it like a boss. Like I am a boss. Like everything has a technique. You follow the technique. You go A through Z, A, B, C through Z, and once you just follow the rules, you stay in line, you stay guided, and you stay on your path, you will get to your goal. And you can also like you can also come up with a time frame too, like when it's going to be done. And then, like, with your weight, like, you can't do that. You have to come up with, like, a new approach, a new technique on how to conquer that one thing, you know what I mean? And it's easy when things are going to be done in a month, or even to stretch it out to 2 months. I can deal with that. But something that's going to happen for like an entire year, or maybe a little bit longer, no, I can't hold my breath. And a lot of the times, like when I'm doing like short projects that are a month or 2 months long, I have like a hold my breath kinds of way of looking at it, like hold my breath until it's like done, basically. So I'm scurrying, I'm hustling to get like everything done that I need to get done. Bam! And I get it done. Awesome. So I like that I'm like that. But as far as this weight, you know, I'm just like, you know, Ramona, you just gotta look at it a different light. Let it go. Let it go. And I've noticed that the more, you know, the last video I made about this, like I felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and I'm just like, fuck it. Like I just had like a fuck it, you know, look at it. And after that, I stopped thinking about food all the dang time. I don't think about it anymore. So I'm not in the kitchen like eating, cooking. Like, the more you think about diet, and the more you feel about, more bad you feel because you took a bite out of a cookie, even if like you only ate one cookie, you still feel so bad about it that you want to eat more and more because you like, you know what I mean? It's just weird. It's just the psychology of your mind. But like now that I don't give two craps about the diet, I'm not thinking about food all the time, or trying to lose weight all the time, or diet all the time. So if my mind is not on food and it's not on dieting, then my mind is on something else. And so guess what? I'm not in the kitchen with food, you know. I'm doing other things with my life. So, I don't know, that was really weird. So, I think that, like, you just have to come up with a whole new technique on how to do things, you know? Just release it and let it go. Does that mean stop trying? No, it means you continue to try and do what you have to do, but please your mind. You have to please your mind and do what the mind wants it to do. Just relax, release, and let it go. It's not the end of the world if you don't lose 20 pounds in a month, you know, and just got to handle it in a different way. Let things happen when it's supposed to. And now that I don't feel guilty anymore, like and beating myself up for something that I couldn't control. Now I have a lighter attitude with it, so like I actually want to be on the floor like doing some yoga techniques and stretching, which I've never done before. It's really weird because the brain just prevents you from, it's like a defense mechanism or something, I don't know. Like eating and, you know, eating and emotions and your minds. So playing this weird game, you have to figure the puzzle out. Figure it out. And I think I did. Just have a like, throw it over your shoulders, let it go. Whatever happens, happens. And I feel happier and and healthier, and I just, you know, now I wanna like work out and dance and do whatever it is. Alright. I just want to talk about that. What else? Where are we? I'll do this until 40 minutes. Okay, so here's a thing that I have. Do you see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. I painted this. It's not done. This is just a base gray paint. This is a primer. Okay. And I'm going to be painting this a metallic color, so it's going to shine. So I have this color, a metallic, like I said, I'm going to paint this a metallic, so like silver. And then a gold. So I'm doing gold. This is already done. Isn't that really pretty? Okay. And then this is going to be metallic. So I'm going to be like golden metallic or silver metallic and gold. And I'm going to be doing my bedroom in that, and I'm going to splash a color in there. I don't know what color it's going to be, but I have 2 bedrooms. Nobody, for many years, nobody occupies that bedroom. I have redecorated that entire bedroom for the kids, and everything. I painted it. I did a whole Mario and Luigi theme. I bought everything. Oh my God, it was so nice. Do you think they slept in there? They slept in there for like about a week, and then they just like, I don't want to sleep in there. I don't know. I know, but I don't know what it is that they just don't. So I was like, you know what? My 14-year-old is getting older, and I clearly see that he needs his own room. So I'm like, okay, you know what? You can have the master bedroom. It has a half bath in there, and you know, so he can just like have that room. I'll move into the kids' room, which is considerably smaller, but it's still a decent sized room, really good size. And then I have the full bath across the hall. So I'm fine with that. Guess what? I'm making plans. I'm like making big plans to refurbish that bedroom for me. All of a sudden, he wants to sleep in that room now. He's been sleeping in that room. Can I tell you, 14 years, he's never slept in that room. Now I say I'm moving into that room, he's now in that room every single night. He comes home, he gets out the school bus, he goes to his friend's house, okay? He comes home, he says, hi Ma, hi to his brother, they hang out on the couch for a while, and then he goes into his room, and like he's gone. I'm like, yeah, so I just asked him yesterday, I'm like, you need to let me know now. You want to sleep in that? Are you going to be staying in that room? Or you let me know, because I'm going to repaint in my room. I'm buying stuff for my bedroom, and I need to have it in my mind's eye, like, what's going to happen. So he's like, no, I'm not going to be staying in that room. Or maybe I will. Well, you gotta let me know. Anyway, so I'm going to wrap this up. Oh my gosh, I am hungry. My stomach is growling. I haven't had breakfast, and all I've been having is coffee. Yeah, did you hear that? My stomach was growling. Oh my God. Did you guys see the new Shamrock? It's not new. I've been drinking Shamrock shakes since I was a little girl. But in actuality, they used to have not the Shamrock shakes. They used to have the sundaes, and they would spray in the Shamrock flavoring syrup. Oh my God, heaven. Now they have like the shakes. Oh, I bought one the other day. It was 650 calories for a medium. I got myself a large. That's 1,000 calories. So I was like, holy. So I got one for my son because he adores it. But you know what? It was just like a crappy experience. The only thing that was good was that shake, and the food was cold and whatever. But I'm like, okay. Usually it's super duper hot, tasty, right? It seems like it's right from the oven, but no. You guys need to try that shake, man. So good. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna be making another serious video for one of my viewers. She's asking me for some help, so I'm gonna have to like really sit and contemplate and meditate on it. She posed a very interesting question. Okay, love y'all. Okay, please like, subscribe, share, and everything else that you're supposed to be doing to make me happy. Please do it. Okay, so bye.